Let's talk about the Colonial Pipeline Company because it is still trying to get its systems back online following Friday's cyber attack.
Those pipelines, take a look, stretch from Texas to New Jersey. They're responsible for transporting 100 million gallons of oil a day, which is about 45% of the fuel consumed along the East Coast. Here to help us understand the impact that this cyber attack will have on our wallets is the spokesperson for AAA Northeast, good friend of the Pix More News, Robert Sinclair. Good to see you, Robert.
Good morning.
Good to see you. Good morning.
Well, this is not good, right? The cyber attack really coming at a terrible time. When we're opening up again, people want to hit the roads and travel, go on a summer vacation. How long before we really start seeing the effects of this cyber attack on our daily lives, or has it already begun?
Oh, it's already begun. Down in the South particularly, those areas from Georgia to the Delmarva Peninsula are particularly vulnerable, and we're seeing gas shortages in some areas of Virginia and Maryland. There are barges on the way right now to those areas to resupply them. Refineries in Louisiana and Texas have curtailed operations because they have no place to send their gasoline. And, it's going to be a problem that we're going to see for perhaps a while. Some of the more local terminals are running out of fuel. And one particular situation, Tennessee, landlocked. They run out of gasoline even during normal times. And if you're in a landlocked area, if the terminals are landlocked, they see problems beforehand.
Wow.
And one tip, the no-name brand gasolines will start to see higher prices sooner because when there are shortages, their allocations get cut back first and they send gasoline to the name brand stations. So keep that in mind going ahead. Go to the name brand stations. They should have better supplies and lower prices.
Good information there. All right, let's talk numbers, shall we? Because already you had projections for how much gas was going to cost us this summer. I'm sure that has been changed a bit with this.
Well, we were anticipating getting above $3 a gallon, and we are already there. Throughout the tri-state, we're above $3 a gallon. In fact, in New York City, we're at $3.12. All the prices in our area up 7 to 8 cents per gallon in just the last week. The national average is $2.98, so that will get above $3 a gallon. $3 a gallon is a critical point. Back in 2018, when the economy was good, we did a survey, and 40% of drivers said that $3 a gallon is a problem. They'll have problems paying for $3 a gallon gasoline, that they have to cut back in other parts of the family budget to be able to afford it.
Yeah, it all adds up.
And we're there.
It all adds up, but it's still not as bad as when, say, 2008, right, where gas prices were over $4 a gallon, right? Gosh, remember that. So how high do you anticipate it going this go-around? And then also how long, right? If they get the systems back up and running, how long before the prices could go back down?
Well, Colonial said that they anticipate the pipeline being up and running by the end of the week, which would be great. 5, 7 days, no big deal. After that, then we start to have problems. Mainly the problem has to do with price. In the Northeast, we're okay. We've got lots of waterside terminals. We can get gasoline from overseas, from barges. In other parts of the country now, the Biden administration has waived hours of service regulations so that truckers can be on the road longer to help with resupply. So there should be plenty of gasoline. There's 250 million barrels of gasoline in inventory and storage. The problem will be how much you will pay for it. How high can we go? It's very hard to say.
Got it.
Prices were already going up before all this happened. And we've seen speculative bid of traders think that because of the vaccine taking hold and more confidence, people travel, they'll burn more gasoline, so the price goes up.
Well, hopefully that gets back online very quickly and we don't see too much of a jump in prices for too long. But let's get to the numbers when it comes to people, because I know there are numbers out. Is it just today for Memorial Day weekend and how many people are going to be on the roadways?
That's right. We came out with our projections today, and we're anticipating that 37 million people will be traveling overall. That's up significantly from the 23 million who traveled last year.
So they don't care about the gas prices then, right? They're hitting the roads no matter what.
90% of those people that'll be traveling will be driving to their destination. So gasoline prices, in the past, it usually only made up 10 to 15% of the budget for a family trip. Might be a little bit more now.
Real quick.
But drivers still need to be cautious.
Real quick, because we're out of time here. I just want to get to the actual car market, right? Rental prices for a car, those have skyrocketed as well. Purchasing or leasing a car seems to be a problem because of something called a chip shortage. Real quick, we only have 20 seconds. What's going on here?
Because of home consumer electronics being very popular, people working from home needing those electronics, those chips went for those things, not as many available for cars. and trucks. So production actually stopped on some vehicle models. Very, very tight market. If you've got a vehicle, hold on to it. If you're leasing it, hold on to it. It's going to be tough buying a new vehicle, and it's going to be expensive.
Oh, okay. Good news for me because I was wondering about this lease that I'm in. All right, Robert, always very important information for us. Great to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Absolutely.
We can carpool.
I know.
We'll
That's probably gonna be
carpool
the
in. Right, there you go.